very well developed and advanced and compared to the European craft beer scene. So we were lucky enough to come over here and be accepted by the craft community over in the US. So I love it. All you Americans are all right. You're all right.
So why is craft brewing and craft beer such a big deal and a novel concept? It seems to be something that's just taken the world by storm.
Yeah, absolutely. I think people are just, more focused on, independent and local and really well sourced and well made products in general. And I think beer's not different to that. People really do want that flavor and craftsmanship in what they drink, and the craft brewers of the world have really taken iconic beer styles from around the globe and just put flavor right back into it and turbocharged those styles and made them amazing. So the way I always look about it is if you're a wine fan, you don't go into the supermarket and buy a $3 bottle of wine, and same with whiskey, same with spirits. So why should it not be the case with beer as well?
We have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here in a broadcast, and just amazing things. Keith joins us today from BrewDog, and they recently have teamed up with Lamb of God to release the world's first non-alcoholic collaboration beer. So take me through the process. Did they reach out to you guys, and how did all this come together?
Yeah, so the guys, I believe, had been touring in the UK and had tried one of BrewDog's alcohol-free beers while in a bar in the UK, and they'd really enjoyed it. So they reached out to us just to say thanks, which is very good of them. And then they were on tour in Columbus, and we were lucky enough to meet up with them. And some of the team met them at one of our bars in downtown Columbus, and that's where the idea about a collaboration came out.
Awesome. Scottish craft brewer BrewDog and American heavy metal band Lamb of God have announced recently the release of the world's first non-alcoholic collaboration beer, Ghost Walker. And the announcement was originally planned for the start of the band's global tour that would begin this spring, but as a result of COVID-19, they've postponed their European tour. BrewDog and Lamb of God decided to launch the collaboration with a video premiere. Tell us about this video and everything.
Yeah, so we obviously wanted to make a big splash with the announcement, and as you say, we were originally planning to time it with the guys' European tour and then follow up with their North American tour as well. But given the global circumstances at the moment, unfortunately, that's not going ahead. So we wanted to make sure, of course, because it's a music collaboration and band collaboration, that there's some music to go with that. So we came about with the thought of launching it with a live performance of Ghost Walking, which is absolutely fantastic.
Now, tell me about this. We're going to put this photo of this what this can looks like. This is the coolest thing. Tell me about some of the artwork and just the whole idea behind this.
Yeah, no. So we obviously we're doing when you're doing a collaboration with BrewDog and Lamb of God, you need a can that can stand up to that, which this certainly does. So we wanted to make an absolutely amazing piece of artwork for the can, and it was a UK artist that we've worked with before that came up with the design and the idea, and we think it turned out absolutely amazingly.
Oh, it is a amazing looking can here. We have got a great guest with us today. Keith joins us here on the broadcast from BrewDog, and so with getting this collaboration and everything together, like you've done, where do you see this going? Are you going to be doing this with other bands? Has any other bands reached out to you about doing something like this? Or
Yeah, I mean we're certainly always up for it. We're having a couple of discussions with a couple of partners at the moment, but nothing's been solidified yet. We are always up for doing something unique and cool and new if that partner is right. But at the moment, just very excited about this release with the Lamb of God guys.
We have got a great guest with us today. Keith joins us today here on our broadcast. We're talking about this incredible piece of business here. Lamb of God and BrewDog have teamed up to release a really cool project. It's the world's first non-alcoholic collaboration beer. You guys have also done a music video with them. Ghost Walker. It is a hop forward flavor, less than 0.5% alcohol, tropical aromas. I'm into this. I'm not a beer guy, so explain to me the process of how this is all made and everything, because you're the expert here, my friend.
No, I appreciate that. Well, there's different ways to go about alcohol-free. Firstly, BrewDogs typically has a very flavor-focused and hop-focused and forward beers. So when it doesn't contain alcohol, you still have those amazing flavors coming through. So even without the alcohol, you still get a great tasting beer. There's two ways to do it. You can either take out the alcohol, or you can never put it in to start with. So that's what we've done here. We've gone with the second option. So basically you keep the gravity of the beer very low, so there's not much sugar that's extracted from the malt. So when it goes to fermentation, not as much is converted into alcohol, so you're left with a very low and pretty much zero ABV beer.
Wow. So what is the what's been the reception, I guess, and some of the feedback you guys have gotten with this whole thing?
Yeah, it's been an absolute phenomenal reception. We've sold out actually our first batch across the board in record time, which is unbelievable, and has been received very, very well by BrewDog fans and Lamb of God fans. The alcohol-free, beer sector is one that's growing very quickly, and people are looking for that alcohol-free option, and especially when it's done with such a cool partner like this, then people have just gone wild for it. So it's been fantastic.
So, but besides this Lamb of God partnership and all the things surrounding that, tell me a little bit more about some of the other flavors and some of the other products that you guys have.
Sure, we as I said, we're typically a very hop forward IPAs, but we've done hundreds of different beers over the years. One of our headliners and best-selling beer in the US is Elvis Juice, which is a grapefruit.
I saw that on the website. Yeah. Tell me about this Elvis Juice.
Yeah, so Elvis Juice is a very popular one. It's a grapefruit-infused IPA, 6.5%. Really, really great tasting, easy drinking beer, but you've got to watch out for it. It definitely will creep up on you. It'll get you.
So did you guys have any issues with the Elvis name, or did you have to get permission from the estate, or how did that work?
We did. It turned into quite a good story, actually. There's a very funny story on our website and on our blog that you can check out. But both James and Martin, our two co-founders, actually changed their name to Elvis.
Yes.
In defiance, when we first encountered the issue, but all sorted now. It's water under the bridge.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
They went through and changed their freaking names. That's awesome. That's like an old. That's like when the guys leave Vince McMahon and leave the WWE, and they can't take their name with them. They just change their damn name legally. So yeah, that's a way to get around some of this stuff.
Definitely.
So how do they take to IPAs and the brand of drinks that BrewDog makes overseas?
And do you mean outside the US?
Yeah, outside the US, as far as.
Yeah. I think at first people, as I say, especially in the UK, very used to drinking like the big industrial lager brands, and at first people were what is this? So they were a bit confused, and took them a bit to come around to that's what beer really tasted like. But we've been really lucky. The beers just have always stood up to people's reviews, and people love them in the UK, and it's kind of James and Martin took the US turbocharged styles and brought it back across the pond to the UK and Europe, and it's gone down really well.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. Well, how do we get more information on what you've been talking about today, and follow you guys on social media, and get our hands on some of the products?
Sure. Yeah, we're on all social media platforms: Twitter, Instagram. We're BrewDog Official and BrewDog USA, and all information and ordering for the Lamb of God beer and other beers can be done online at BrewDog.com.
Fantastic. Well, you have been a wealth of knowledge today, because I don't know the ins and outs of some of this, so I think this is great that you were able to come on today and chat with us about this. This has definitely been a fun conversation. I look forward to doing this again. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.